It's Suleiman. It's Suleiman, my darling. Hey guys, it's Suleiman Atta here, and I'm on The Verge, and you're watching Koga TV. Just the other day, when we chilled and took some pictures, you took a walk with me. Suleiman Atta is a versatile artist. First of all, I decided to use my name, my real name, because when I think about the greats that have passed through Nigerian music, I see Fela'S, Kuti, and Michael Jackson. They all use their real name. So I just felt, why not use my real name? It's weird, but yeah, it works for me. You will never regret though. You blow my mind. Your love to change. Suleiman Atta, that's me. I was born in Bauchi, and I've always had loving parents. So growing up was always a vibe. It was always a vibe, and I grew up wanting to do medicine at first, and I'd gone off to Ghana to do that, and then the passion for music took over, and I had to convince my mom to let me study music, and yeah, she did, and I'm really grateful for that. So yeah, Suleiman Atta, that's me, Bauchi boy. Studying music, it's been mixed feelings, because when I tell people I'm studying music, and in the UK for that matter, your parents let you study music, but my parents have been supportive, so that's a good part of that, and it's been really cool. But I feel it's opened my eyes to a lot of opportunities that I would have missed otherwise. Back in 2012, which is when I first started doing music. Before then, I was like, why do I need to study what I'm about to do? I could just enter the industry. But now, after having gone through the course, I feel like I pity the past me who feel like he didn't have to study or didn't need to study. So I'm definitely a lot more armed, going into the industry. So it's been a vibe. It's been really crazy. About the music I want to go into, before studying it, I thought I was just an Afrobeat artist. I wasn't really educated on the broadness of how music can be. But now that I've studied it, I feel like I even try to replicate that in my art. I don't stick to one genre because I'm afraid to be boxed in. I can do a whole lot now that I've studied it, and that's what I want to show the world, what I can do. So I wouldn't say I'm one genre to be specific. I'm always going to surprise you with the next single. Okay, yes. My childhood dream initially was medicine, although I was in choir and I have been doing music for a while. I just didn't take it seriously. Then I heard Wizkid's Superstar album, and then Wanico's M to M, and then MI's The Movie, MI2, The Movie, and I heard those albums back to back, and that really changed my life. That was the defining moment for me, because I could hear quality in every song back to back, and I just thought, this is what I want to do. And at that point, I was already poised for medicine, so that's where the switch came on. That was really the tipping point. No, you're my prince. I've been making music for a long time, but because my first project was my EP, which I put out last month, June 15th. My EP dropped, and what I tried to do with that EP was put in as many genres as possible. So I'll just tell you genres I'm capable of. Most people will say I'm an alternative artist, although I hate it when they box me in though, but it's cool. Most people say I'm an alternative artist, but in that song I did house was in there, alternative was definitely in there, and Afrobeats, Afropop rather, was in there, and there was even a guitar track, so I think folk music too was in there. So it's very hard for even me to explain who I am, apart from just being versatile, so it's cool. I hope you know I won't let go. With the risk of sounding cliche, I would like to just say the beat, but going deeper, I would say my life experiences. One of the songs on my EP called Vixen was from a very true story. Actually, that's the song that I'd written it in 2014. I'd written it 2 hours before the Welsh X Factor that I had won. and it was a true story at that point in time, and I prepared a totally different song before then. And then I got inspired by that live event, and I just changed the song last minute, and that's what won me the competition. So I think I've stuck to that, like just writing about what's going on in my life, my environment, and obviously once that producer drops that fire beat, yeah, it usually gets my creative juices flowing, and yeah, that's what inspires me. Just forget about the trouble. I was doing music professionally while I was in school, producing for a lot of projects. I started out producing for a lot of projects, doing performances, especially after the competition I won. I did a tour around Wales, which the competition sponsored. So that kind of like, you know, put me into the professional scene before I had a chance to choose. So yeah, I've actually been doing music while in school. So it's been fun trying to juggle the both. One more time for idol, higher powers taking a hold on me. So X Factor is a singing talent competition, and it's actually a franchise. So there's a Welsh version, which I was part of, and because I was already studying in Wales, they have regional auditions. And one day I was walking by to the corner shop, and then I was like, you know, why don't I just try this competition? Like, I just wanted to try. Literally, I just said, okay, it's be a fun way to pass the day. I don't have any classes, let me just go in and try it out. And before you know it, I got an email that, oh, I was selected to go on. And then that's how it just kept happening. Each event I went to, I just said, oh, you've progressed, or you've progressed, or you've progressed. Next minute I was in the finals, and next minute I was winning, and it's just been God all the way. It was definitely nerve-wracking because I didn't expect to reach the finals, especially being Nigerian and in a Welsh country, but yeah, God did it for me, and yeah, it's one of my proud moments.